Infiniti here. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of this video, so I have come back to tell you guys that this is not a tutorial. This is part of a new series where I go over yarns and experiment with yarns that work with the Sentro knitting machines. Today I will be talking about K and C pearl, like the gemstone pearl. This is part of a larger blog post that is on my website, so if you want to find out more about the yarns that work on this machine, you can head over there and check that out. I will leave that linked in the description box as well as the top comment below. I hope that you enjoy the rest of this video, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti, and today I am back with another segment on what yarns work in the Sentro knitting machine. I am back with my Sentro 22 knitting machine. It's the smallest size in the series of 4. Today's yarn that I'll be using is this KC Pearl. It is a yarn from Joann Fabric. It is 30% lyocell and 30%, it's 70% lyocell and it's 30% viscose. You get 240 yards in it, and it is a yarn that I really like the texture of, which is why I picked it up all that time ago. If you guys remember, the last video I did another K&C yarn, and it was the movement yarn. Well, K&C Pearl is different. It's thinner. It's very similar to the Trubu yarn that I like to use for my scrunchies. Typically I like to use a bamboo silk, so that's what I'll be doing today. And this yarn is just thin enough. Let me find my center. This yarn is just thin enough where I feel like it would be appropriate to double strand it in your projects. So let me just find these center strings. And now I am going to find my other center. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier than the first one. Oh, and it was. Okay. Also, this color is called Dusk Blue. But for the project that I'm going to use it for, I will be calling it Sapphire. In case anybody wants to find it, I will try to find it and leave a link down in the description box below, so bear with me there. Okay, so the thing is with the Sentro knitting machine in general, after a while it becomes really easy to determine what yarns will work in the machine just by feel alone. I want to show you guys first what the fabric would look like single-stranded. As you can see, this is a very thin yarn. It's probably like a 2, or they label it as a 3, but it feels like a 2. It is a 2. Okay, so I'm going to cast on here with one strand to show you what that looks like. And unless you're working some really lacy piece of work, you don't really want to do single strand with a 2-weight yarn, at least in my experience. My machine is in tube knitting mode at the moment, so I'm just going to crank until I have enough fabric. And like I said in the last video, it is a good indicator that a yarn works in this machine if you don't lose your stitches within those first few rows. As you guys can see, all of my stitches are there. Just the initial cast on is loose, but that can be fixed easily by pulling on that tail at the beginning, considering I didn't use a slip knot. Right, now I'm going to get this swatch off the machine so I can show you what it looks like single-stranded. So I'm going to find my black indicator needle. Cast off. Alright, I have cast off this piece of fabric, and you can already see kind of how lacy it is. Usually when I do a tutorial on a project with a 2 or 1 weight yarn, I will tell people to double strand it, and this is why. You can very clearly see my fingers through that, and unless you are going for a very specific project type, you don't want this fishnet like sheer lace in your project. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys what this looks like double stranded, but also I just want to show you the stretch of this yarn. It's pretty stretchy. Again, comparable to the True Boo yarn or the Kobu yarns from Lion Brand. So this can be used for scrunchies or even summer socks, dare I say. But alright, let me just unravel this and I'll meet you guys back so that I can cast on and show you guys what the fabric looks like double stranded. Alright, this is the skin that I have cast off my knitting machine. As you guys can see, it is particularly thick and not see-through. This is the type of texture and consistency that I prefer in all of my projects. Good lord. Especially my scrunchies. So I have cranked out the full 14 inches of fabric that I need for one of my scrunchies. So I'm going to be doing that after I log off from this video. I hope today's video was helpful for you guys. If so, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that's the only way I know you guys want to see more of this content. It also helps out the channel a whole heck of a lot in this crazy place we call YouTube. Don't forget to head over to my website, sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss out on future crafty content, maker notes, pattern releases, you name it, as they pertain to Infiniti Craft & Co. You can find me on Instagram where I'm most active and see some of my whips over there. And until next time, happy making.